Are you afraid of the depths of the universe? Far beyond the limits of our comprehension, vastness of space, our home Earth. Scattered across this vast space, there are celestial phenomena and other unknown things. Although for many people, space is incredibly beautiful, but for others, it's scary. Whether it's thinking or looking at images of deep space, one can't help but understand this fear. I can feel the horror. Here's incredible vastness. Uncertainty lurks. The enormity of the mysterious celestial body of light. Our fear of space. Did it come from what we don't know? Or what we know? Or the great void? This is not clear. Fear of space and celestial bodies. It's called astrophobia. When we think about space, planet, it is often considered a safe haven from chaos and the void. In some cases, it's true. But in most cases, this is far from the truth. Many planets are not only completely uninhabitable, incredibly strange, and they're not hanging from the crib. Those soft-cute objects, the ones hanging from our cribs, mostly gas behemoths, so desolate, so absurd. Consider the planet Jupiter in our own solar system. Jupiter is a gas giant. Its diameter is 11 times that of the Earth. Imagine a grape with a basketball next to it. In volume, Jupiter could hold 1,300 Earths. It's so huge and hostile. If the Earth were to enter the orbit of Jupiter, it would be destroyed by the attractive forces of Jupiter. Collided with Jupiter, will be absorbed and burned up by Jupiter's atmosphere, and eventually into its clouds of gas and liquid metals. Most powerful theoretical techniques. The star passes through those kilometers deep, a rotating cloud of gas. Wind speeds can reach hundreds of kilometers per hour. It's darker and darker with each step, as the sun is gradually obscured by the clouds. Finally touch the outer mantle of the planet. Sink across the planet. In the hot, glowing liquid metal star. Since Jupiter doesn't even have a real surface, there's nowhere else to go or occupy. And that's just in our solar system. Prior to 1992. Humans don't even know beyond the solar system. Other planets? Now these planets are called exoplanets. It is estimated that only in our galaxy, there are about 200 billion planets. Xu estimated that in the known universe, there's a trillion galaxy. That leaves about 10 billion planets. Among these planets, there are countless planets like Earth. There are also countless hellish planets. These planets would dwarf the planets in our solar system. For example, HD 189733 ratio, 0.5 light-years away from our solar system. It looks like a beautiful blue with like soft ocean swirls on the surface, form a marble pattern. Look, it's like a refreshing Van Gogh. Yet the conditions on this planet are so brutal. Hardly and bizarre. HD 18973b. Temperatures can exceed 1090 degrees Celsius, 8,700. The fastest wind speed in the known universe. Winds carry shards of melting glass, sweep across the planet. Visit this planet, trapped in a sea of countless shards of glass. Blazing universe, torn by an almost endless stream of cutting fragments. It's just planets. Stellar children's favorite children's songs. Beautiful little twinkle of light. Bigger than almost any planet. The energy is also more powerful. Of Jupiter is about 11 times that of the Earth. Sun is about 10 times the width of Jupiter. Our Sun is at best an ordinary star. One of the largest known stars, a red supergiant, is estimated to be 64, to be 1,540 times that of our Sun. That at the center of our solar system, it will occupy Mercury, Venus, Earth, orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Our Sun can hold more than 1 million Earths. And VG64 can hold billions of suns. That's trillions of planets. This star, like a fiery, small universe of gas and energy. Temperatures reach thousands of degrees Celsius. When massive stars like VG64 die, they form more bizarre, bigger, more powerful, more threatening. Perhaps in the known universe, it's incredible and disturbing exists. After the star runs out of fuel, the balance of radiation and attractive forces is disrupted and collapses in an instant. Generate a supernova explosion. Star is big enough. What's left is a black hole, a space-time region. Such an attractive force, nothing can escape. At the center of a black hole is a so-called starting point. It's an infinitely dense, infinitely small point. Oceans of time and space collapse. Why would the collapse of a star cause this? How did the universe seem to have a beginning? Or infinitely dense and infinitely small matter? Beginning or beyond the beginning? What will happen? Does the starting point really exist? We don't have answers to those questions. These galactic behemoths, it grows to incredible scales. makes even the largest stars seem ordinary. In the known observable universe, the largest possible black hole is SLAM 618. The diameter of a black hole is at least 24 billion kilometers. Because it's still growing. This is roughly the size of 11 solar systems. Swarms of galactic matter are swallowed by this monster. It's as bright as 10 trillion stars. Nothing is bigger than this. This is the incredible void. Separate everything. Cold and barren space between galaxies and superclusters. Sup 618 seems insignificant. In general, interstellar space and the space between galaxies of the volume of the so-called supervoids, huge open spaces. Compared to other regions of the universe, almost no galaxies was. It's an incredibly scary supervoid. It was called the Bird Hollow. The black cavity is about 3.30 million light-years in diameter. Of black hole 618 is about 0.14 light-years. It's about one of the largest black holes in the known universe. That's 3.30 million light-years, mainly called dead, dark spaces. Think of this vast emptiness. It can provoke a strong sense of oppression and claustrophobia. Truth is, the Bird Hollow and all the hollows. The entire universe is expanding. Things falling apart, including us. It has been moving at a speed we can't imagine. Now we're not just rotating around the Earth and revolving around the Sun. The Milky Way galaxy and the group of galaxies to which we belong at about 2.28 million kilometers per hour through space. As the universe continues to expand, eventually, nearby galaxies come together, farther and farther away from the rest of the universe. In future, we will interact with other galaxies and clusters of galaxies. They will no longer be inspected, no matter what level a species has. If humans or any other highly intelligent species exist in these new galaxy clusters, they will think of the entire universe as just its own galaxy. They will think that this is the whole universe, past history and possible history. Yes. What's there now? It's beyond our reach. As the famous astronomer Edwin Hubble said, as distance increases, our knowledge is fading rapidly. Eventually, we reach the farthest boundary of the telescope, measure shadows in areas of little substance, looking for landmarks. Now with these cosmic monsters floating in the midst of vast uncertainty, and Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 interstellar probes. These detectors was launched by NASA in 1977. Voyager E. It is the farthest flying object ever made by humans. There are so-called gold records on these two probes. Gold discs with images, musical sounds of the Earth, as well as descriptions and symbols of records and origins. It's not disturbing enough. Consider the fate of these probes. Voyager probe and other probes may continue to be in space, floating aimlessly for billions of years. If they do float into some distant future, they will be the only remnants of human Earth. Imaging shattered. Sound and technology will no longer point to any species. Even under the theoretically best-case scenarios, it can go all the way down with it. These detectors will eventually disappear, and humans and everything else will die with it. Although we can't be sure how everything will play out. But it seems that the universe will eventually come to an end. All energy, limited everything is declining. The void is growing. Finally, a final void will consume everything. As the writer H.P. Lovecraft put it, I think the kindest thing in the world. The human mind cannot connect everything. We live on a peaceful island of ignorance, surrounded by an endless sea of black. And we shouldn't have sailed far. Each science fights its own battle. Little harm has been done to us so far, but one day, piece together the results of dispersed knowledge will reveal such a terrifying mirror image of reality, and our terrifying place in it. So much so that we're either going crazy for being sturdy, or escape into a new dark age. Those terrifying realities, that's known to many of us now. Advances in human science, technology, and consciousness. We're in different universe, and we are an inescapable part of it. The fear of space is not entirely rational, completely reasonable in many ways. The best way to deal with certain fears is to face them head on. Maybe it's not as dangerous as it seems. Look up at the endless space, burning fireballs and gaseous planets. Look at the endless expansion of the. You are in a place that will not consume you, on a planet that won't tear you apart. It's located in just the right place in the universe, just in time, just the right size, that allowed life to evolve. Ice created you, make you feel alive. This is where Earth is today.